In the shadows of the 19th century, on an island divided under the Haitian yoke, a secret society was born that would change the destiny of a nation. It was July 16, 1838, in a hidden house on Aquillo Street in Santo Domingo, where a conspiracy began that would challenge an entire empire. La Trinitaria, an enigmatic pact of young patriots forged in the shadows of the 19th century, whose hidden purpose was to free the Dominican Republic from the oppressive Haitian yoke. Under pseudonyms and secret symbols, this clandestine society wove a network of patriotism in the strictest confidentiality. To understand, we must go at least a little further back. In 1822, a Haitian regime was established in Santo Domingo. This dark plot was based on a clause in the Haitian Constitution of 1816 that promised the indivisibility of the territory. What secrets were hidden behind this imposition? On the Dominican side, resistance arose due to the independence attempt led by José Núñez de Cáceres, which still supported slavery. But some Dominicans saw joining Haiti as a way out. What hidden forces led them to join the Haitian leader Boyer? The financing of the occupation and the installation of the new administration remains in the shadows, but it is speculated that it was obtained by charging Gran Colombia. Could this have been related to fear of the presence of a colonial power on the island? The Haitian regime in Santo Domingo was a geopolitical enigma, marked by the abolition of slavery for the second time. What secrets did their leaders keep? How did they influence the future history of the island? In the shadows of the Haitian regime in Santo Domingo lies an intriguing enigma. When Boyer took power, he confiscated the property of the church and absentee owners. This made the Haitian state the owner of a large part of the Dominican territory. This apparently resembled the land redistribution carried out by Alexandre Pétion in Haiti to gain the support of the peasant class. However, beneath the surface, insurmountable ethnic divisions lurked. Haiti was divided by racial tensions between the old free mulattoes and the new free or blacks. The mulattoes considered themselves superior and wanted to maintain power. As blacks gained their freedom, conflicts and ethnic divisions arose. Although some new free people achieved leadership positions, the majority of property owners were united under a racial precept which masked the subordination of the poor people. Over the years, these tensions undermined the stability of the regime. Meanwhile, in Santo Domingo, the abolition of slavery did not improve the economic situation of the majority of the population. Despite social improvements, deep-rooted cultural divisions persisted. As the majority passively accepted the new regime, some higher-ups continued to secretly challenge the Black French government. But the hope of a return to Spanish domination prevailed in their hearts. Amid the apparent stability of the Haitian regime in Santo Domingo, ethnic and social divisions are hidden, and the mystery of whether these tensions will lead to an unexpected outcome remains latent in the plot. Under Boyer's rule, Haiti controlled large tracts of land in Santo Domingo and distributed property to former Dominican slaves, boosting the peasant economy. However, most Dominican rural workers were already free and landowners before 1822, so the Haitian measures only changed their legal status. The Haitian ruling elite benefited from control over the former Spanish part, but ethnic and cultural tensions arose between Dominicans and Haitians. Despite legal equality, divisions persisted. The clergy opposed Haitian customs and a cultural conflict occurred. President Boyer adopted measures that alienated urban sectors and attempted to abolish the common land system, which generated opposition. The attempt to have the Dominicans contribute to paying a debt of 150 million francs to France caused discontent. Despite the tensions, Haiti managed to maintain control over the former Spanish part. In the first half of the 19th century, the Dominican Republic experienced a series of significant economic and social changes. One of the most important events was the conversion of silver currency into fleece and paper, which resulted in a covert devaluation that affected the income of the population involved in commercial transactions. Furthermore, in 1826, the Rural Code was enacted, a measure that generated strong opposition from hateros, livestock breeders, and peasants. This code took the Haitian state back to the formulas of exploitation used in Haiti to replace slavery in the last decades of the 18th and early 19th centuries. For Dominican peasants, this system of forced labor represented a worsening of their situation before 1822. Despite the government's efforts to implement the Rural Code and other reforms, these measures did not have a significant impact. In 1824, there was an attempted insurrection by Haitians near Santo Domingo, although it was quickly put down. However, this rebellion created a tense atmosphere among landowners that made it difficult to implement active policies. In 1830, there was an attempted reclamation by the King of Spain to reclaim Santo Domingo, but it did not have a significant impact due to widespread apathy in the Dominican population. The Haitian state also faced difficulties in promoting effective social and economic reforms. As the 1830s progressed, the population began to awaken from its slumber, and local troops were organized into regiments composed primarily of Dominicans. This marked a change in the population's attitude towards the Haitian government. On July 16, 1838, a group of young people met in the darkness of Santo Domingo to found a secret society, La Trinitaria. At the head of this society was Juan Pablo Duarte, a merchant who had traveled to the United States and Europe, where he had glimpsed the lights of modernity. La Trinitaria was made up of young white people, educated and with family ties in commerce. Duarte, although he was not a scholar, stood out among them. He became the guide of the educated youth of Santo Domingo with a clear vision: independence of Haiti and the creation of a sovereign state under democratic principles. Duarte not only sought independence, but also embraced advanced ideas in the social sphere. He sought to eradicate the exclusionary precepts of the colonial order and create a community of equals. Despite the few detailed testimonies, Felix Maria del Monte, one of the Trinitarians, highlights the initial efforts that led to the formation of this unnamed secret society. Duarte, a man eager to learn about the social sciences, spent time in Europe studying different institutions and political systems. He observed the influence of institutions on politics and society and the differences between nations. Back in his homeland, Duarte felt a growing urgency to perform. He investigated the causes that had led his homeland to become a refuge for opportunists and crows. In an environment of uncertainty, rivalries, and resentments, Juan Pablo Duarte and La Trinitaria would become the architects of a new future for the Dominican Republic. But could they achieve their dream of independence and democracy in the midst of the shadows of the conspiracy? The story of La Trinitaria is a story of bravery and determination at a crucial moment in Dominican history. After the short-lived existence of La Trinitaria and the creation of the cultural societies La Filantropica and La Dramatica, Juan Pablo Duarte remained focused on his studies and the dissemination of his patriotic ideas. His commitment to the cause of Dominican Republic independence did not diminish, but the right time for action had not yet arrived. Duarte, influenced by his deep religiosity and his conviction that the fight for independence was a just cause, continued to prepare and wait for the opportune moment to act. As time passed, his thinking evolved, and he began to conceive of a broader, more formal organization that could carry out an effective independence movement. In 1841, after a business trip to Venezuela, Duarte returned to the Dominican Republic with new ideas and greater determination. His trip allowed him to learn about experiences of the independence struggle in other Latin American countries, and this strengthened his conviction that the independence of his own nation was possible. Throughout these years, Juan Pablo Duarte maintained contacts with other Dominican patriots who shared his vision of an independent and sovereign Dominican Republic. Together, they discussed strategies and began to draw up plans for the future struggle for independence. However, not everything was easy. The political and social challenges of the time, as well as internal divisions in Dominican society, made the path to independence complicated and full of obstacles. Haitian influence over the Dominican Republic remained strong, and foreign authorities kept a close eye on any activity that might threaten their rule. As the 1840s progressed, the independence plans of Duarte and his companions were slowly taking shape. Support networks began to be established, and more patriots who shared the vision of a free Dominican Republic were recruited. In mid-1842, at a time when independence ideals were beginning to take shape in the hearts of Dominican patriots, an insurrection plan was hatched. This plan sought to take advantage of the right moment to fight for the independence of the Dominican Republic. However, when news of worsening internal conflicts in Haiti reached the ears of patriots, the decision was made to postpone the insurrection. Internal conflicts in Haiti, particularly in the southwestern tip of the island, further agitated the political landscape in the neighboring nation. Factional rivalry and internal instability were evident, and this created an uncertain environment for any independence movement in the Dominican Republic. Despite the postponement of the insurrection, Dominican patriots remained committed to the cause of independence. The fight against Haitian rule was increasingly rooted in their hearts, and they were willing to wait for the opportune moment to act. In this context, the earthquake of May 7, 1842, had a devastating impact on the Dominican Republic. The natural disaster left a trail of destruction and chaos, further aggravating public unrest and discontent towards the Haitian authorities. The government's inability to control looting and other acts of vandalism during the earthquake crisis further undermined its credibility with the population. The earthquake, added to the internal political conflicts in Haiti and the growing dissatisfaction of Dominicans, created a favorable environment for the development of a broader and more coordinated independence movement. Dominican patriots continued to prepare and organize in secret, waiting for the right opportunity to begin their fight for independence. The next chapter in this story would be crucial, as it would mark the beginning of a more determined and coordinated independence movement that would ultimately lead to the independence of the Dominican Republic from Haiti. The seeds of independence had been sown, and it was only a matter of time before they blossomed into a revolutionary movement that would change the destiny of the nation. Juan Pablo Duarte, a young visionary of 25 years, gathered a select group of young patriots. Although the outside world was unaware of their existence, these men shared one purpose: to free their homeland from Haitian control. The 9 founding members, known only by their pseudonyms, were the guardians of a momentous pact. Duarte, who called himself Aristides, led this secret society that called itself La Trinitaria in honor of the Divine Trinity. Each new member who joined had to attract 3 more, weaving a network of patriotism that spread throughout the island. Society employed defense mechanisms such as signal codes, a cryptographic alphabet, and pseudonyms. The choice of colors was crucial. Duarte, in his search for the yellow, was redirected towards the light blue by a teammate. This color would represent the glory they longed for, while others, like Francisco de Rosario Sanchez, would adopt the green of hope. La Trinitaria did not operate throughout the country, but its influence was felt in every corner. In hiding, they faced opposition from Creole sectors that doubted independence. The fight was silent but relentless. However, Duarte had an ace up his sleeve: secret allies, young Haitians who shared his desire to overthrow the Boyer government. Collaboration was essential to the movement. The oath of the Trinitarians sealed their commitment in blood. They swore to separate from Haiti and proclaim a free Dominican Republic. The colors of the flag, red, blue, and white, were born at that time. The creation of La Trinitaria marked the beginning of Dominican independence. Thanks to the courage and determination of these men in the shadows, today we are a free nation, and a part of history comes to remind us of what can be achieved with unity. This is just beginning, so I suggest you subscribe and activate the bell, because we will tell you this entire plot step by step. I'm Roni Sedano. See you next time.